Time and again we find something we read which makes its way inside, for us to soon realize that it's wrecking things up of the way we thought of things. Surely it was nothing more than a poem which we read. This is Sunil Bhandari and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Waiting for a storm. It's a moment before. The stillness is of a Zen monk, the heaviness of a misdemeanor unconfessed. The puddle is a pool with the sky in shame, the renegade whine mumbling, Liberté, Egalité, Fraternité. Every sound of the world suspended in mid-syllable, the stems crouching low, their heads in their leaves. The sky is an orchestra of a disgruntled army band. Flowers lie supine, victims of an airy eau d'oeuvre. The city waits for the storm to find its wayward way, to rot its wrath or blow as a benefactor gone astray. I can feel the wind against me, figuring out hiding places in my entombed being. I, a mere traveller without a destination in sight, wondering if I could book a ride on the storm's most sinister swell. I, a mere traveller without a destination in sight, wondering if I could book a ride on the storm's most sinister swell. A storm is as much an anticipation as it is an occurrence. And as in all things which we expect, which we wait for, there is endless trepidation, an asymmetric thudding, an irrational prescience, an almost-joyous fear. We know it will change things. We know it will break the breakable and bend the bendable. We find hiding places, corners away from the airstream. We want lesser impact. We seek status quo. And then we open the windows and ourselves to the storm. In the schemata of willful resurrection, there is no sweeter joy than to find oneself in smithereens, to know we will find ourselves broken into pieces and nothing will put us back together in the same way. And in that broken down situation lies the promise of regeneration. Whilst we force ourselves into survival mode, if we are alive to storms, we will seek its destructive power. We will know that the storm will pass. We will know that we will survive. We know it will leave us cleansed. We know it will leave us changed. So, I open my window to storms. I open myself up to find a new me. This is Sunil Bhandari and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Did you enjoy what you heard? Leave a rating on Spotify and a message in Apple Podcasts. And follow Uncut Poetry on Ghana, JioSaavn, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you loved this episode, share it with someone you love. See you next week.